Hey there, it's me, Ant-Man. Now it's time for... Oh my god, it's strange. It's gonna be out of control. Boom. Boom, baby, swish. Hang on a second, folks. Got to stare there. Okay, I think we got everything, yes. What a journey. Once again, from a secret, undisclosed location hidden somewhere deep in the bowels of downtown St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada, comes in the Library of Graphic Literature. With your host, me, Wallace Ryan. How's everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Gonna do a quick look at some favorite magazines of mine, and then I'm actually going to, most of this episode will actually be a tour of the Library of Graphic Literature with your host, Wallace Ryan, me. Anyway, hope everyone's staying safe and no one's getting sick out there, and that you're having fun. Okay, now, let's look at how this is actually an unknown world of science fiction. We'll talk about that another time. The magazines I did want to talk about, though, and these are the ones that changed me and my friends' lives when we were kids. Would have been 16 years old, I guess. Myself and my friend, the late Jerry Porter, we drew comics together and worked on our own comic and stuff like that. And we were big fans of Marvel, DC, and stuff like that. And it was pretty good and all that. We liked Warren and stuff like that. But then, in April of 1977 came heavy metal. This is actually my one from way back then too. This is my original copy from then, and it just changed our little minds. I mean, it was something unlike we'd ever seen before. It was wild stories. It was Mobius, it was Drouillet, it was Von Baudet at the time, Rich Corbin. I mean, a wide range of artists. So here's the first issue here. It's a beauty. And of course, like I say, inside we had work from Dan, from Rich Corbin, from Dan. And like I say, a wide variety of different styles and stories. An Arzak, a classic Arzak. Selena Vaz, I think, was this one. It was one of my favorites there. And yeah, it was, and here we go with Von Baudet, with Sunpot, one of my favorites. So yeah, it changed everything we knew about comics, and we changed the way we drew, the type of stories, because to us, this showed us that comics could be for adults, and it was the art form we thought it was. This is issue 2 here. Take a quick look at a few of these. Of course, a lot of these have a lot of this is Drouillet there. There's a lot of nudity in this, so I'm trying to flip through just to make sure I don't have anything too bad for you kiddies out there. But yeah, it was wild. It was like some great stuff. Arzak again. So yeah, it was a wild. Oh, and some Drouillet on the back. Beautiful, hey? And so yeah, loved it. We fell in love with it. Now I managed to recently reacquire most of my collection. My collection ran from 77 to about 84 was when I gave it up. It had sort of run its course by then anyway. Here's another one with a cool Mobius cover on it. Check it out. But yeah, it changed everything. It changed our comic book DNA, is how I like to put it. It opened our minds to a whole new pantheon of artists out there. Because we knew our Neil Adams, our Bernie Wrightsons, and all that, but we didn't know Mobius. We didn't know Drouillet, well, we knew Corbin, but a lot of other ones like that. Enki Bilal, for instance, stuff like that. But yeah, great comics. This one has actually The Long Tomorrow in it, and I like this issue because it had a cool wraparound cover. I mean, my God, talk about detail. So yeah, like I say, this changed everything we knew about comics. For the rest of them now, I'll just show you some of the cool covers. Here we go with a Bernie Wrightson cover. This one, I always love this cover. Once again, a Philip Drouillet cover. I actually became a huge fan of his for some reason. Jerry, no, I was a Mobius fan, but I was also big on Drouillet. So was my friend Jerry. And here we go, another beauty. And last but not least, let's see if this has this one has the really cool Ed Davis artwork, I do believe, on the back. So yeah, this one is in a bit of rough shape here. This one actually even has, I do believe this has a Chaikin piece in it. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Loved heavy metal. It's to us, it was one of the, for us too, it was one of our turning points when it came to comics. This is when comics became really real to us. So, if you can ever get hold of any of these, read them, because they'll never be released, I doubt it, in hardcover, because of the rights are all given to the individual artists. So, pretty cool, hey? Now, like I promised, gonna have a little tour here of the Library of Graphic Literature. I like to do these every so often, and just to give you folks a feel of sort of behind the scenes of what's behind the scenes here. The library itself it's essentially my studio with all my books crowded into it. Now there are some upstairs. I have edited out the collection a bit, so it's not that I'm missing certain things like my PSR books. Most of those I packed up, and because I figured in the end I wanted this room, because I got at least one other room I can fill up. I wanted this one to be filled with what I considered the best of the best. So let's have a tour. Okay. Now, just have to discombobulate this from its stand, and here we go. First of all, we'll start from the view of the. This is the view. Might as well put these. This is basically the view. This is my drafting table. This is where I do all my drawing. Some stuff I'm working on now. Of course, I got my cool Kirby artwork there. Well, there's my electric eraser. Now let's move over this way a bit, and we'll turn away a lot of these lights here and here. For instance, now this is this is my art supplies, my pens, stuff like that. Now I do have some over here too. These are the ones I use all the time. Here's my lettering guide, and my Howard the Duck sticking out of there. Okay, back over here now. I have some cool stuff here. The included here. Well, there's all kinds of note paper. A really nice old tape there, and then out the. Here's what's outside the. My view from outside. There's a really cool park outside there. And now here I got some cool action figures and the like. And now over here we have this basically is my comic strip section here. So up here we have those Tarzans by Byrne Hogarth, which I was a big fan of because his dynamic anatomy taught me everything I needed to know. Popeye, the short-lived Dennis the Menace series. Here behind all those action figures is the complete Peanuts, and I mean complete, all of them, including of course the most recent ones, the Peanuts Every Sunday. And there's the other one, the most latest one down there, including the Peanuts tribute to Charles M. Schulz, which is really cool. Here we have the Gottfredson Mickey Mouse, of course Pogo. And then here's just sort of a variety of different comic strips, from Buzz Sawyer, Terry and the Pirates, the George Wonder ones anyway. Then down here is like a stack of different ones, including in behind there those right there where it's all dark there. That's actually all the Prince Valiants. And then let's see. Oh, and there's the Captain Easy there, and the Akira box set. And here, of course, are my artist editions. I really did cut back on those. And this, of course, is my Library of American Comics collection, which is, as of this moment, complete up to this moment anyways. I mean, they are the standard by which I measure all companies that reprint classic comic strips. I don't know if anyone's even done as many as they have. There's a few more artist editions, then into the Dick Tracy. Gotta love the Dick Tracy. And of course, Little Orphan Annie. I'm going to see if I can try to read all those before the COVID outbreak is over. Here we have Rip Kirby, Alex Raymond on to John Prentice. Then, of course, we have from Milton Caniff, Steve Canyon. Now, we're missing the first volume here because it's in my bedroom because I'm reading it right now. There's the rest, so I do have them all. There's a John Prentice one. There's a Lance by Warren Tufts, even though that's not part of the Library of American Comics. Oh, X9, Al Williamson and Archie Goodwin. And then sort of assorted down here, including some cool Library of American Comics. I love that Flash Gordon and Jungle Jim set. Absolutely amazing. There's my Little Nemo book. I'm a huge fan of Little Nemo. And over there, Scorchy Smith, one of the first ones I bought from that series. Right here, I have my portfolio and my file where I put all my stuff. All my Sunday best books there. And then, okay, some few DVDs. Oh, my clock. The door. And now let's start over here. Over here we have the DC section. So up here we have basically all the recent omnibuses from DC. I do love the omnibus set. The ones that are missing, of course, are in my stacks where I'm either reading them or doing whatever. Right here is my near complete collection of the DC archives. I think I'm 11 short by 11. So love these books all get out. Oh, and here we have the Thunder Agents. Then these assorted tales of the Batman, Tales of the Dark Knight, which are pretty cool. Up here, one of the few that I've read 2 or 3 times, the Spirit Archives. Then of course, the Kirby and Simon books. These are what I call the black tie editions. So I got all those, every single one of them, a classic. Then down here, this is a bit of a continuation of the Batman books there, and then thrown in with a bit of Neil Adams, Batman Neil Adams, and Outsiders, and then sort of a variety of some really cool stuff. Now, back here again, of course, we have the Vertigo section. And down below it is is a nice pile of Absolute Editions down there. And I'll actually move this here so you can see more Absolute Editions down there, including the Promethea, the Absolute Ronin, the Sandman. It's pretty dark down there, so you can't really see it. Up here, of course, we have a continuation of the Vertigo section, which, of course, oh, that's fabulous, fabulous stuff. And that continues over here, where we have Animal Man and Doom Patrol, House of Secrets, and then the Kirby omnibuses there, which I just couldn't help myself. And the Aquaman by Jim Aparo. So let's push this. Oh, and here's my couch, of course, which you're all familiar with because you see me sitting on it. This is the little table here in front. This, of course, is the beloved spinner rack. Spin, 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 spin. Okay, so that's the DC section all done there. Now let's go around here to the Marvel section. Let's move this spinner rack out of our way a bit. Of course, there's all the main collection of omnibuses. Up here I'll put mainly all the classic stuff from Marvel. Love every single one of these, especially Tomb of Dracula. And some other cool stuff there. Werewolf by Night, definitely a classic. And then over here another sort of more modern omnibuses, including a pile of John Byrne ones, Avengers, Daredevil, my Daredevil section, including the Mark Waid, and of course all the Miller stuff. Then into the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Doctor Strange, some more modern stuff. Ooh, two of my favorites, Howard the Duck and Man Thing, because I love Steve Gerber. Oh, and there's a Simon and Kirby, Timely's Greatest. And right here, Golden Age Marvel Comics, and Golden Age Captain America, and then Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi. Then over here, the Conan section with Conan and the Savage Sword of Conan. Now, the Savage Sword #1 is actually in my bedroom, in my reading stack. Here, Monsters and Suspense, they're also in my reading stack. The second of Monsters and the first of Suspense. The Eternals, I got that at a New York Comic Con. Then, of course, here, and let's move out the couch here a bit, this is the Masterworks section. So we have all these, the Golden Age and the Atlas ones, which unfortunately they're no longer doing. But fortunately they are doing omnibuses of the Atlas stuff, so I forgive them. And then, of course, into the sort of more modern age, Marvel Masterworks. Now, a lot of these, too, you'll notice some of them just start like rather late. Like the Avengers, I start with 14. That's because I have the Avengers already in omnibus. When I started collecting the omnibuses, I decided I'd only collect at least the main titles in omnibus and continue collecting the rest in Masterworks form. Like, say, the Doctor Strange 1 to 9 there. And then Fantastic Four takes up around 11 there. Over into the Incredible Hulk. It starts at 6. I'm missing 7. If anyone wants to donate that to me, I will take it. And then over in here, oh, the Magnificent Killraven. Love your stuff there, Don McGregor. And then over into the Nick Fury, which I also have in omnibus form, but I just couldn't help myself. And Sergeant Fury. And then down here there's some other DC stuff and the like there. The Wolverine Adamantinium edition. Then just some various Marvels here. Oh, there's a Before Watchmen. And then right here I actually have a stack of more recent omnibuses. I was cleaning up here, so I've stacked, and here's some Image ones I'm reshelving. And this is, of course, like piles of artwork and crap I got thrown in on top of it here. There, of course, you can see where some of the DC omnibuses are. And then over here into the, now of course we can't see behind the stack here, but there's a whole shelf full of books there. Right here we have the Goon, and we have the Conan omnibuses there. Harrow County, Black Hammer, two great comics. Then a variety of stuff there. Some Usagi Yojimbo, the Fantagraphics one up there, and up here we have the Usagi Yojimbo Saga, and then on up to the EC section, which I love. Up there I got Zap Comics, a few other stuff, Creepax, the filthy old bastard, and then sort of a variety of stuff there. Here's sort of the rest of the EC collection. Then a sort of minor Kirby, a mixed bag, including my Boys Wrench and Fighting American, which I got from Jim Simon, straight out of the collection of Joe Simon. Here, of course, these are the Hermes. Down here is it's just basically a mishmash, you know, the Steve Ditko archives there, and then the Dreadstar set of books, and then my little mini Alan Moore section here, including a autographed League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Century. Then here is the Fun and Games. This here is the Carl Barks library, and then of course the cool, ever so cool Don Rosa stuff. Down here is a mixture of a bit of Magnolia. The other Magnolia stuff is the stuff in behind there, including all the Hellboy ones, Wit's End, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and over here is my European section with some cool stuff from Philip Drouillet, and of course my Mobius section, including the Mobius library from Dark Horse. Way to go, folks. And Le Garage Hermetic. Then some more Disney stuff there, the Disney Masters. Then my little Love and Rockets section here. God bless you guys. And then, of course, Strangers in Paradise. Now, up here, a few more little Mobius books there. The Michael Moorcock Library. Some great stuff here from Matt Kint, including the record that I got from him. And then up here, we're getting into your variety, well, there's Giant Days from Boom, and some stuff from, look at that, Don McGregor up there. And then, of course, some stuff from Image, including Walking Dead, Saga, Outcast, Criminal. Love the Criminal. There's my Criminal section. Oh, and there, of course, is my Viewmaster. Up there we have, of course, some Yo books there. The Boys, Frank Miller. Then this is my graphic novel section. So this is just a variety of all the great graphic novel stuff. And this is a pile here of, or a couple of piles of stuff to go into the graphic novel section. Oh, look, including Two Generals by Scott Chandler there. Definitely a great book, worth reading. And here we have my, oh, let's get this out of there. This is, Rachel Rising there, and Strangers in Paradise, the omnibus. Then the Valiant section here, mainly a lot of the older stuff. And then most of the rest of this is actually my Warren Archives section, all the way up. And then some leftover PS Art books, my Jacques Tardy section there, some stuff from Rick Veitch, which is great stuff. And then up there, Puma Blues, Wandering Star, more Tardy, my autographed King, the special edition, from my buddy Ho Chi Anderson. Peace and love to you, man. Then Ragnarok, and then a nice pile of various toys, stuff like that. Then here is my other window here, and this is my desk where I sit and work on it, and there's the time. I actually do time my videos. And here, last but not least, is a look out the window there. So as you can see, there's not a lot of people on the go here, but it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. And that concludes the tour. Oh, over that way, of the Library of Graphic Literature. There it is, one big sweep around it one last time. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you share this video. Okay, love y'all, and oh yeah, don't forget, Thursday Comics next week. There's sure to be a new episode, so tune in and turn on to that. Okay, love y'all. Okay, bye.